Greetings, fellow slingers. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. Episode 4 of our Future Perfect run-through. And let me tell you, what a great run-through it's been. We got Agent Adesso, Agent Ichimura, and they finally arrived at the Hunt plant to find out what the hell is going on in Hellbent. No pun intended. Let me remind everyone out there that if they're enjoying this show and they want to hear Roll the Hard 20 podcast run more of our Delta Green scenarios, then please write into the show at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com. Contact us through any one of our social media footprints, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Contact me directly at the website if you want to at rollthehard20podcast.com. Let me know. Hell, get in touch with us on our YouTube channel at Roll the Hard 20. Let me know. Hey, give me some comments. Hit that little subscribe bell. Let me know. Hey, I want to hear some more of this Delta Green stuff you're running because it sounds awesome. And let me tell you what, it is awesome. I can't get enough of this, and I can't wait until myself and the hard slingers of yore can sit back around the table of judgment in the rage room and hit it up again. Until then, I hope that this holds you over until we get back in there. So, without further delay, warm up your dice and top off your glass as Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents Future Perfect, Episode 4.
You could die, I could die. Someone gonna die.
We could all die. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Oh, ready. Had a massage today.
What was his name?
I don't even know.
Was it a dude?
No, some chick. She was
That's
she
the
was
best.
short.
Were you
and-
full blown?
He got the happy
Rocked.
ending.
No, she was like I think she was Indian or something.
Were you Woody?
No.
Were you queer?
There's always one more to go, no matter what the answer.
Anyways, man, she put a hurting on my neck. She found things that were wrong with me.
She made me feel things.
Yeah, I was pretty sore. She's like, yeah, you were all fucked up.
Her
in there."
name was Gunther. Gunther.
All right, Guntar.
All right.
Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. This is your trusted handler, Brian, and with me, the hard slingers of yore. And we are back for episode 4 of our Future Perfect Delta Green run-through. Possibly the last episode.
And hopefully the future will be perfect.
Well, let's find out how perfect this thing's going to be. You guys just arrived at the Hunt Electrodynamics plant. In tow, you have Special Agent Makamura with you. And you guys are going to go see what's going on. This is where Clifford Potter died in a culvert not too far from this place.
You think we should check out the culvert first, or do we want to just...
Yeah, let's go directly to the culvert. And the factory is what it is. Let's figure out where he died.
Remember, that's where he died, so
Yeah.
be on point.
Let's. I'll bring my little friend. You bring your friend too. So you got your. We'll have our
You
Glocks
bring in
and
Anthony
our.
Reynolds?
Yeah,
AR?
there we go. Absolutely.
You tell me where you're going to go first.
Let's go to where he died first. Trace our way back to the factory.
And this is around sunrise, we're saying?
Yep, sunrise.
Okay.
So the sun has crested, so it's not just this
Nice, cool 80
Ambient.
degrees.
yeah, it's not just this ambient light, but you can actually see the ball in the sky at this
Okay.
point.
Well, I want to make sure, too, kind of the idea of it was whatever this thing is, I don't know if it's Arthur, I think he's dead, but sunlight, hurting eyes, all that means that's our buddy at our backs today. So
Gotcha.
stay in the light.
Buddy. All right. We'll bring our weapons with us as we go to the place where Potter bought it.
Looking for red flowers and red clay.
As you guys start outfitting yourself, you see that Makamura breaks out a submachine gun. Looks like an MP5. Slaps it together, pulls the stock out, pulls a couple extra mags, puts it in a shoulder sling. He's got his 9 in a shoulder holster. Lead the way, gentlemen.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
So you guys start heading.
Are we walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, you can't drive any further.
Okay.
Now, you know that Potter's body was found in the culvert. And according to the map, it says that the culvert's about 5,000 feet, which is, I think, just short of a mile.
Okay.
Isn't that right?
Correct.
And it's to the northeast. As you start making your way to the northeast corner of the plant, going around the perimeter fence that's got all these gaping holes in it, you eventually come to an area where you see bobcat tracks that are leading in that direction away from the ruins. They go for almost a mile. And eventually you reach the ledge of a foliage-filled ravine of sorts that drops down about 24 feet. You see that at the ledge that the tracks turn to the left and wind their way down the side and then back to the base of the ravine itself.
Okay. How long of a walk is that?
It's probably maybe 300 meters or so.
Okay.
But even from up here, you can tell that this ravine has got all kinds of foliage in there.
Does it look like the flowers we found?
It's hard to tell because those flowers are only about an inch in diameter,
Okay.
and you're 24 feet up. But you do see like a giant cement culvert sticking out of the side that you're standing on,
Okay.
like down at the base.
Okay. And none of these plants have that kind of weird, I think you said it was orange fronds or whatever, like feathery looking things?
Like the feather that you found?
Yeah.
No.
Like, okay.
Any signs anything was freshly dug up?
You can't tell from up here.
Yeah, let's
You
walk
have to walk
down.
your way down.
Got it.
You make your way down.
Do we know where exactly he was found? Was it up above?
It
or
was
it
down
there?
below.
Okay.
It was down in there.
Okay,
Got
so
So you're still
This is where it
following.
was.
You're still following the tracks as they wind their way down, come down into the foliage.
and the culvert, this is like an open thing?
Let me describe it.
Sure.
It's awash with foliage, small plants with tiny red flowers on each stem, similar to the flowers you found in the wheels of the Bobcat back at the gas and sip. And they grow in this damp earth that's created by water spraying forth from this giant concrete culvert, basically like a giant sewer tube.
Yeah.
And it's partially jutting out, and you see it spraying, and the whole area just smells rich and damp. And flying around these flowers and stuff is just a preponderance of bugs.
Any dragonflies?
No dragonflies.
That could have been so cool. This water that's coming out of the culvert, is it water coming out right now?
It is water.
But is it like sewage water? Is it a trickle? Is it?
No, in fact, what it is, it looks pretty clean, but it comes and goes in waves.
Okay.
Like it'll come out in 30 seconds and then stop. And then as you're looking around, you're checking things out. About 3 minutes later, in the
Okay.
same interval,
And how
going.
high is it?
It's probably about 2 feet off the ground,
Oh,
and it
okay.
goes straight in horizontally.
Towards the factory?
It looks like it heads back towards the factory.
All right.
Everybody make an intelligence check.
I have none.
03. Polly gets it.
Under 50? Up 47. Made it.
47. You can tell that amongst these bugs, that the soft earth has become a collection of all kinds of prints from animals coming in to drink the water that's coming out of the culvert. But one print stands out amongst all the others. What did you get on your roll?
43?
43.
40. It's 47, I think.
And what did you get?
03.
Odessa? 03.
Oh, that's good.
Polly, you could tell that one of these prints, whatever made it, weighs between 1,200 and 1,300 pounds.
It's like a horse or something?
It's hard to tell. The only thing you can tell for certain is that it looks like nothing you've ever seen before, and it's because it's smudged in with the tracks of where the Bobcat was at one point, that it's hard to tell anything else about it. And plus all the other animals that have come through this area and drank the water.
Take a picture of
and-
it anyways, dude. Who knows?
Take a picture of it and tell the other guys what I see and say, be on the
What did
alert. Whatever it
Makamura
is,
see?
is big.
He's actually looking at it as well.
Oh, he saw it too. Yeah, your guy's just perfect.
There we go.
He saw you see it. With the 94, he saw you see. What do you see? What do you see? And he could tell from the look on your face, Paulie, that he actually brings his weapon to a ready stance and just, what the hell are we?
We need a bigger gun.
I don't have any bigger guns than this.
Yeah.
So around the area, there's no other tracks like this, I assume?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Everything else has been kind of trampled through
So
and whatnot.
what is the rough diameter of this track?
12 feet. You talking about the culvert going in there?
No. The other footprint that we
Oh,
saw.
the footprint, it's probably about 10 inches.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
So like an elephant, friggin'.
But it's not fully round. It just looks like
Right.
like a print with
But I
maybe
mean-
2 or 3 toes to it.
Yeah, so a small T-Rex.
Yeah. The culvert itself is 12 feet in diameter. So
Okay.
you figure it's, looking at our wall, it's...
So we can easily walk through there.
Yeah, you can walk through it, no problem.
How do we get up there? Are we able
It's
to
only
climb
two.
up there?
It's only 2 feet off the
Oh,
ground.
okay.
So
That's right. Okay.
yeah, you just hop up in there. What, you want to piggyback?
I don't want to lift my foot. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I will. We have our flashlights.
And our rifles. Our rifle.
Yeah.
And you got your pistol.
Well, and he's got his
He's got his
submachine. So,
submachine
well,
gun,
I
so-
think. How do you want to proceed then?
Let's put me in front since I got the biggest
I was thinking
gun.
the same thing.
Yeah. Paulie will be in front because he's got the biggest gun, backed up by Nakamura or Makamura. Makamuda. And then you take up the rear.
Well, it's 12 feet. Can we walk side by side?
Well, you can, but it'd probably be uncomfortable
One
because
in
there's
front,
still
two behind?
there's still a rounded
Well, I mean,
curvature to
one in
this.
front, two behind.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Can we do that?
Yeah. Let's do that. One in front, two behind.
Okay. So you're in front, Paulie?
I'll be in front.
And then,
Okay.
if anything happens, you drop down
Got
so
it.
we can cover from above.
I'll take a knee. And you guys
Yeah.
fire over me.
Well, no, you don't take any for anyone, brother.
Gotcha.
Never.
Never
Appreciate
bend any.
that. Absolutely.
That's right.
But in this case, it'll be to stabilize my firing position. Therefore, it'll be acceptable to take the knee.
I know you're gonna kick out of it when I laugh.
It's always a treat. It means I made a good one.
There we go.
So as you're
What time is it?
It's just after sunrise.
you and that
Let's move on.
fucking 5 o'clock bullshit. We're well past it.
Yeah, it's 6:44.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
All right. So as you guys climb up in this thing, you notice that there's that the sides, these rounded sides, are just covered in this deep green moss. It actually goes up to about the hip, because of the splash and whatnot.
Oh shit, we got the water coming too.
Every so often, you get not every so often, every 3 minutes, you get 30 seconds worth of water that's 2 inches deep that just barrels past you. Make an alertness check.
Okay, all of us.
Everybody, including
33.
Makamura.
Jeez.
Alertness. Oh, 51. I made it. 22. Another
Critical
critical
success.
22.
That's like 3 tonight, dude.
Good
Yeah.
job, brother. Paulie, you don't hear this, neither does Makamura. But Ichimaru, as you're totally on right now, you're like wired into what's going on. You hear an odd clicking noise coming from deep in the culvert. It's not easily discernible, but it sounds either mechanical or electronic.
There's a time with the release of water.
It does.
Okay, I'll let the two know. There's a clicking that seems to happen when this water is released. So maybe there's some sort of a valve or something that is on a timer. I don't know. But if you listen real good, next time the water's coming, or right before it, you'll hear it.
Got it.
How far are we in now?
You're probably about 200 feet into it. It sounds like it may be another 200 feet. At this point, it's actually starting to get dark.
And we walked a fucking mile.
Yeah.
Fucking that. Maybe we didn't make the best choice here.
It's actually, at this point, the light that was coming from the entrance is almost the size of a quarter
okay.
on the wall. So
So we
it's,
have 2 flashlights, right?
Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Makamura does too, but
Any tracks on the grounds? This is where he died, or is this just...
no, he died out there.
yeah.
He died
in
out
the
there.
in the floral aspect.
Gotcha.
yeah, we're going into the factory from
As you guys
the
break
sewer.
out your flashlights, Makamura.
We've had it out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I had it out.
Makamura takes out a couple chem lights and snaps them and puts them on his tack vest and keeps walking.
Does that provide a good light?
That's all he has.
Okay. Well, do you have your flashlight?
I do.
Okay. Now Makamura has his, and we can both be shining them.
Well, I've got 2 hands on the rifle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he can't put the chem lights out, so he'll just.
No,
grab
that's
the
fine. It's just a real light versus fucking rave sticks.
Okay.
There we go.
Hear a whistle going off. Who's got the binky?
Got you to laugh again.
Yeah.
All right.
So as you guys move forward, you get closer and closer to this intermittent clicking noise, and you come across what can best be described as like a knapsack laying in the middle of the tube. Basically, it looks like a canvas backpack.
Okay. Heavy looking or?
It's hard to tell, but next to it is a familiar looking device. It looks just like the Geiger counter that Potter had made or had back at his house.
Is it beeping?
It is. It's actually cycling as the water goes through, and that's what's been making the noise. You also see that there's 3 discarded large 6-volt batteries.
Oh,
Sorry.
geez, yeah.
Yeah, those
You know the
old
ones
school one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the lanterns.
You know, when I pulled this picture up, I went on Amazon to pull this thing up so I could do a screenshot of it. I started getting feeds like crazy of, hey, you want to buy a battery? Hey, you want to buy a battery?
Jeez.
It's like, fuck off.
Stop listening. Stop watching.
Oh, by the way, I
me.
forgot to tell you guys, this is what the cube looked like.
Oh, cool.
Oh, right on.
So,
Yeah, I had
And
no
the
idea
culvert.
what a cube looked like.
Okay.
Thanks,
Color.
handler.
There we go.
I thought it was a sphere.
you think
Pyramid.
you're so haughty
Make
because
a
you're
rule.
a fucking artist.
Good. I'm
That's
actually
not a
waiting-
cube. That's a square.
There we go. I was waiting for the actual artistic description.
Actually, it's a cube.
There we go. Okay. I'm going to defer to you on that one. All right. So, is there a lantern in there?
There's not, but there are chem sticks in his backpack as well. And there's
Hey,
2
Makamura.
cans. As soon as I said that, right, as soon as I said that, 2 cans of look like beefaroni in there, and you could tell that on the top are 2 price tags from the gas and sip.
Jeez.
Got it.
Okay, so
Can we
we got-
identify who the bag belonged to?
I'm sure it's our buddy who was fleeing before
Potter?
he got
Probably.
shit
Yeah.
Probably
ruined.
Potter.
Anything else in there?
Nope, that's it.
And so the water then, backpack's significantly lighter than us. We can hopefully assume that the water flow doesn't suddenly just turn into a torrential thing. It's going to stay being small like this, I think.
Why would he have 2 Geiger counters?
We had one at home, and then he had one here and on the thing. Like the one at home was probably to keep to find out how much he.
Yeah. All right. Let's grab the Geiger counter and the chem sticks.
We'll grab whatever, you know.
Yeah.
We'll leave
I don't think we need the
We'll leave the
beefaroni.
sewer beefaroni.
Yeah.
Sewer room.
Hey, well, it's a can. You were pretty handy with a can back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Doesn't have any gas.
What's the
in it, though.
octane on this
Yeah.
beefaroni?
Well, the way he's been going all night, I'd say fucking
Potent.
okay.
All right. So as this culvert winds its way in the direction of what was once the hunt plant, the air continues to get thicker with humidity. After about 3,000 feet, it finally opens into a larger...
3,000 feet. Whoa.
Yeah. Opens into a larger open cement room, approximately 40 feet wide by 60 feet long. And it's just awash with water and odd plants that have grown here. Who knows how long. It would seem that the culvert was once a drainage tunnel for this large room. But damage sustained from whatever happened back in 1952 managed to rain debris and rubble down from the floors above and has created what appears to be a 4-foot high jagged barrier that separates where you're at in this room from the larger portion of the room, the northern portion. And that appears to be where the location of where the water that's swirling by you is originating. It's originating someplace in the north, and then as it pulses, it goes past all the rubble and stuff like that, and then it goes out the culvert.
So that barrier, the broken stuff, it's not like damming the water, is it?
No, it's not.
So it's not deeper on that side than here.
No.
Okay.
No,
that would have been perfect.
Yeah, because it's cycling.
Yeah.
But you could see that there are pieces of concrete and rebarb that have fallen down from above floors that were above.
So
you at one time.
going forward, is it just like a storm drain now?
No,
Or is there a
whatever
wall?
this was appears to be the drainage for probably the plant.
Oh, okay.
And this was the room that all this was done in.
Is there anything above us then? Like,
Just more rubble that had stopped falling long ago.
Okay.
Like the bars and shit like that, and broken concrete stairs that have wedged in, but whatever compacted, the things that have broken free are what created that barrier.
okay, but like, what's in front of us now?
Well, you can see part of the room up to a certain point, like 25 feet, but everything beyond that to the north, where you can see where it continues to extend for about 60 feet, you can't get to. It just looks like a large open room, but you're blocked from the other side.
From the rubble?
Because of the rubble, yeah.
So we just need to climb it.
You need to climb
Probably
the rubble.
No
Yeah.
problem. Probably nothing's going to
Yeah,
happen.
no problem. Do that dex check if you want to.
All right, I will.
All right.
Or an athletics test.
Oh, athletics.
You can do that too if you wish.
Yeah. I'll do the dex. Yeah, better.
Yeah, Dex is better for me too. Athletics, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I failed the dex.
Okay.
Shocker. No, I'm just kidding. I
I'll
might
shock
too.
his ass right now. For 2 points of damage.
Oh,
Really?
Right? For him, yes.
Yeah.
But did he make it over?
Yeah, he's basically laying on top of it, all scuffed up, and then sliding down it. So, what do I need to do? I need to do a dex as well.
Yeah, I did 68. I'm good.
I did 6, so I'm okay. So as you guys pop down on the other side, these chem lights that he has kind of give the humid air like this toxic look to it, and you look around.
Nice glow.
Yeah, totally. And you can see that on the other side of this barrier, where the much larger section was at, you still see more lush foliage. You can barely make out some kind of a passage or an archway off in the northern distance.
How wide does it look like we could walk? 3 abreast or 2 abreast?
Yeah, you could walk completely side by side because you figure that where the barrier had landed or where it all had dropped down was maybe 15 feet away from the culvert, and it kind of made an arc.
All right.
Everything else beyond that would make it 25 feet to the right, as well as the remainder of the 60 feet to the north.
Paul, you okay?
Yep.
Ready to go?
All good. Ready to roll.
All right, you want some beefaroni?
Yeah.
By the way, as you're standing on the other side, you realize that the ground at your feet is no longer concrete. It's like dirt at this point, like luscious earth. And you still see that there's plants of all kinds growing down in this subterranean area.
Is there any
dirt?
light?
2 flashlights.
No, just the
and some
lights you
chem
guys
sticks.
got.
Yeah, what are the plants using to grow? Is the question. Got it.
Well, if it's all moldy and slimy and stuff, I don't know.
And you
It's
expect
using
algae, not
radiation.
plants.
How's our
There
Geiger
we
counter
go.
doing?
Yeah.
It's still ticking
Any at a nice
with the pulsation
mellow
of,
number?
yeah, you figure it's probably about 20 REMs.
Okay, so, okay. Then I guess we got another 2,000 feet till we're back to at least the base of the factory. And it looks like another 235 from this map to get to potentially whatever that is, which we don't even know what that is yet. Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Well,
We're in
looks
it for
like-
the long haul.
Yeah, as you guys are in this lower area, it looks like this is the end of the line, 60 feet away from you. There is no further point of egress to go. But there is this archway that looks like it's in the northwestern corner. And as you make your way towards it, it looks like it's tilted slightly forward on its base, possibly due to whatever happened decades ago when
What's tilting?
this large archway.
Oh, okay.
The stone archway is probably the most unusual construct you've ever seen. It looks to be about a little over 12 feet wide by 12 feet high, 2 feet thick, and the stone that it's comprised of is just odd. It resembles a deep black soapstone-like substance with an almost metallic quality. The center of it's filled with a deep gray, swirling yet opaque mist, and it's like nothing you've seen in your pedestrian life. I'm going to show you what the actual portal looks like.
Makamura, is this
This is what the
something?
archway looks like.
Does the cube we have with us fit one of those
It looks
empty
like it would.
spaces?
Did you bring it with you?
Of course
Yeah.
we did.
Okay.
That was the one thing we said we wanted to keep. Did
Yeah.
Did Allie draw that for you?
She did.
Awesome.
She did good.
Well done.
She freehand drew
That's
that.
good. I didn't think that was your scrawl. I knew it came from the talented portion of your foul
From
loins.
my foul loins. My left nut.
Are the cubes in the other two recesses?
Well, let me explain.
Well, it looks like it has symbols. Go ahead.
Viewing it, you notice 3 slots facing you on its left side. The 2 lower, each of which have a gold cube occupying it, are partially covered with more rubble and debris and iron girder stuff. However, the top slot is empty.
So I'm looking at the archway here. And I'm going to bring out the cube. Is that
Well, keep it in the lead thing until
the
we're
glove
ready.
right now? Because I'm looking at the
What
different...
are you doing,
Well-
Agent Ichimaru?
You see up here? There's an empty spot for the cube.
I see that.
I
but
wanted to see what
do
runes...
you want to do with it?
I'm looking at the cube and seeing what these runes are, if they match what's on the cube. If they match what's on the cube. And
Do they?
from the
What runes?
view, I can't really
There's
see.
only the 2 lower cubes
Yeah.
look like they have runes that are facing out.
Yeah,
They
that's
look, they look different, but the top slot is empty.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is, do any of the runes on my cube match the runes that are in the 2 pieces on the side?
No, you can't.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was looking too, and
Oh.
I didn't know if she just didn't on the artist if they was rendering any one of these.
I told her just do this, and
Yeah.
she just kind of
Well, it
got
was good.
creative.
Yeah. Well, no, that's good. Let her know that I could tell that it wasn't her foul father's scrawls.
Jeez.
Well, mom's the artist.
I drew the water coming out,
Oh, I didn't know that was one.
which is where the water is deriving from.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. It's deriving from the portal itself? Is there
From
anything on the other
great
side
mist.
of it?
You can't see through it. You can't see the back wall behind it.
What a Makamura. Can we see one of your glow sticks, or we took some?
Yeah, one of
from,
the chem lights, yeah.
Let's break
Snap
one
it
of those and
Throw it.
It's
throw
already
it in.
lit up.
Well, I meant the ones that we took.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask Makamura for his, but let's have him keep his on. We may
Okay.
need those lights, but let's do a different one.
Okay. Snaps it, hands
Snap
it to you.
Then we throw it in.
Okay. You see it go through the mist and then disappear.
Completely, we don't see it hit
You
the
don't,
ground.
you don't
nothing.
see it. You don't hear it. Occasionally, you see like the mist kind of come out a few inches and then dissipate, come back into it, oscillates a little.
How many more of those glow sticks did we have?
Well, he's got 3 on him that are already lit.
How many did we take out of the little bag?
That's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
There's 1 more left.
Okay. Well, do we want to try a test of throwing it basically halfway in, not all the way in,
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
just to see if there's?
Yep, I agree.
So what I'm going to try to do is break the or
Activate
get
the glow stick.
Yeah, the glow stick, and then throw it in so it's within the threshold of the arch.
Okay. As you toss it in halfway, it actually pulls itself in.
Oh, all right.
Okay, don't want to get too close. Can we let's get close enough to examine the 2 remaining cubes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be looking at. It looks like they're embedded. One of them's kind of embedded in a ledge. Is that true?
They're both embedded.
Okay.
I told her to draw it, and she neglected to do what I told her. They're both wedged in those sockets.
Okay.
Did the runes match the ones we have on the cube that was free?
No.
They don't?
No.
Okay.
How high
I mean,
is?
you got to remember that the book was probably like 300 pages thick.
Gotcha.
So full of runes.
Oh, boy.
And how high is that?
Let's take pictures of the runes that are facing out on the ones we got.
What was that?
I don't know what that was. It's come from the archway.
That was weird.
You heard that too?
Yeah, some like weird little song or something like the empty spot up here. How high is that?
Well, the arch is
You said
12 feet 7 inches high.
Okay, so that looks like it's like 8 or 9,
maybe 10.
10.
Because the stone itself is 2 feet thick. So you figure that the upper arch piece would be 2 feet as well.
Mm-hmm.
So subtract that, so it's about 10 feet. Or, yeah, 10 feet.
Is the
roughly.
rock? Does the archway look like it have any footholds able to climb or no? Or
No, it just looks like a smooth metallic
black
soapstone.
soapstone.
Yeah.
And then in these areas where these other squares are, is there any kind of foothold, handhold that I could wedge a tip of a shoe to climb up? I'm trying to see
You
if
can
there's...
climb up the rubble if you want.
Okay.
Imagine that the rubble is higher than that.
Okay. I'd like to see inside that area if it indeed is the same shape as the
Okay.
cube.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics is...
Or dex, whichever one you want.
Okay, then I'll do dex. 75. 43.
43. Okay, you're able to climb up the rubble and look in there. You just see it's an open slot.
Okay.
But you got to remember that this archway is leaning forward slightly.
Okay. All right, well...
Do we want to put the cube into the arch? And if we do, what do we think will happen?
Well, I think we need to do that. I don't want to walk in without doing that. And if we're not going to walk in, that means we're walking back.
Everybody make an alertness check.
All right.
Come on, guys. Have you rolled anything tonight?
No, I've failed every alertness check. That's the 6 to 1.
That's what that feels like, huh? 67.
Oh, made it. A 21 out of 21 out of 51.
21. Occasionally you hear every 3 minutes you hear the water as you're trying to decide what to do. You hear the Geiger. And you hear something else coming from the culvert from where you guys came from. You hear like a hissing type of a noise.
A hissing?
A hissing noise.
Does it sound like a hissing of releasing steam or the hissing of some primordial serpent?
It doesn't sound like steam.
Okay.
Okay.
How far back was the rocks, the barricade?
Probably about 25 feet or so.
Okay. Do we want to take a quick look?
Yes, we do.
Okay. We'll do a quick
We don't want to get surprised from behind.
run back and shining the flashlights down there.
Shining the flashlights, looking around.
Yeah. Just seeing if there's something coming our
Makamura is
way.
actually by the gate still, trying to cover you from a distance. Everybody
that's
make
not good.
a search check. This guy can have it.
Jesus Christ. 85.
Nope,
I
doesn't.
missed it again.
Missed it.
Search. This is a bad one. It's only 20. 54, miss.
Looking over the barrier, it's only 4 feet high. You don't see anything in the dark.
Okay, well, what do you say? Do we want to wait? Do we want to put the cube in the hole and get going to the factory? Because if we want to leave, now there sounds like there might be something in our way.
Yeah.
Do we want to stand and fight
Well,
whatever it
the thing
is?
My thought is that we put the cube into the archway. It's got to face a certain direction because I'll bet the runes on the bottom, they activate something. You put it in a different way, something else is going to happen.
Probably if we put it in a different way, nothing will happen. Right?
Could be. Could be.
You hear another hiss, and then you see this
Too late.
this reptilious-looking creature jump up on top of the barrier, and
Light
it's
'em up.
huge. It looks easily 15 feet tall. It looks like a large velociraptor. You see, let me describe this thing.
We're fighting a dinosaur.
I told you.
Awesome.
Some kind of lizards. Probably got his little feathers and everything. Little fancy pants.
You see what looks like an enormous flightless bird about the size of a pickup truck. Striking red-green color, its forearms sprinkled with these reddish-green feather-like extrusions.
There they are.
You see its maw just covered in teeth. And it looks at the three of you next to the gate. And let's find out who's got the best decks going around town here.
That would be
Actually, I don't have to roll.
each.
What do you got each?
What am I rolling for?
You don't
deck?
have to. Just tell me what your dex is.
It's 15.
What's this guy's dex? Oh, he's going to probably go last. I'm going to call him
What are we
Matt.
being afraid of, a freaking lizard?
What do you got, Adesso?
11.
It's not bad.
Okay, you and I are going to roll a d20 to see who goes first.
Yeah. Get him, Tone.
4.
6.
Yeah,
it's
take
enough to
that,
run.
you
There we
friggin'
go.
lizard.
So each,
Aye.
you see this thing on top of the barrier, looks at the three of you, preparing to strike. Now, where were you in the room? You and Odessa were right next to the barrier or close to it?
Well, I was suggesting that we go back to the gate and put the thing in, but I don't believe we said we left the barrier.
No, we didn't.
Because we didn't see
We just looked
anything.
over the
Okay,
barrier.
so you guys are all over by the gate still?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
need
thought
to-
we were by the barrier.
Okay.
We were by the barrier.
Yeah,
We looked over
so
the
I
barrier
think we were
and didn't see
looking,
anything.
didn't
Okay.
see anything, and then we
So this thing jumped up
Got
right on top
down.
of the barrier and is looking right at the
Okay.
two of you.
Okay.
blast the fuck out of it.
Hold on a sec. I need to know from the handler's guide or the player's guide how much my weapon does.
What do you have?
Damage.
The AR,
The AR.
and then Makamura has a submachine, and I have
Yeah.
a pea shooter. No, I got my Glock.
Okay, we're going to take a timeout here for
All
just
right.
a half second. Mm-hmm. Okay, tell him. What do you got? AR?
AR.
Assault rifle?
Yep.
Does, I have no fucking idea.
It was in the book, right?
Yeah, no, I got it right here. Carbine, large pistol.
No.
No, rifle, D12.
D12. Got it.
What'd you have, brother?
I have my Glock. I'm a I
Small
already got
caliber?
1D10.
1D10.
Yeah. And what does Makamura
And
do?
Submachine gun.
No, the pistol only does a D8.
Mine does a 1D10. it
His
said.
small caliber pistol does a D8. A
Yeah.
regular pistol does a D10.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I had from last time, so I'm not. I didn't change anything.
Okay.
And the SMG?
Does a 9mm D10.
Yeah,
okay.
it's 9mm. Yeah.
Okay, D10.
D10.
All right, fine.
But it shoots multiple.
Yes. Yes, that would be the.
What's the point of having one that shoots multiple if it just does the same damage as
Because
a
it,
Glock?
it has a, it could hit more than one item.
Oh,
more than
so
one
an
person.
area of effect,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
So, Ichimaru.
Shit, that's gonna be fucking loud in here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You see this thing jump up, looking down at you, and I need you to make a sand check immediately before you pull that trigger.
No problem. I got to roll under. What was it? Oh, yeah, I missed it. So I rolled 52.
For 2 points of sanity damage.
Damn.
In fact, everybody make their sand check.
Only got 4 left till I got a breaking point.
It's 65. Ooh, I failed mine too.
Okay. So everybody failed it then.
Even Maki?
Yeah.
Ah, Maki.
That's only 2 points.
Yeah. Well, I only got 4 left till.
What are you going to do each?
I'm going to be firing my weapon.
Okay.
That I had drawn. If he engages, then we're going to be doing some roundhouse kicks and shit.
Okay, well, he's going to be engaging.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to get this one in here at least. So, okay. Under. Oh, I made it. 11. Another critical success, and that was
Yeah.
11
Damn.
out of 41. So fuck yeah. D10.
Right on, man.
So so this is like my 4th critical success. You know,
It
we got-
is.
Come on.
So you roll. He rolls the damage twice, right?
Yes, you roll the damage twice.
Okay, so one does 6. The other does 8.
Right on. See, now we get those high numbers.
14.
Okay.
All right.
The dinosaur looks at you, Ichimaru. Actually, he has 2 people.
one full.
You and Paulie. 1 through 10 for Paulie. Looks at you each.
He better. I'm the one that gave
And
him.
he jumps down and immediately tries to bite at your head.
Okay. Woof, miss.
3.
Shit. Let's not do more than 14.
For 5 points of damage.
All right.
Got your ear.
Yeah, no problem. I still got 9.
There we go.
But now the problem is he's bit onto me. Now I have him.
Odesso.
I'm gonna shoot him with my machine gun or
Your machine
assault
gun?
rifle, since the game calls it an assault rifle.
Isn't that a gun that just you can pull the trigger and it just keeps shooting? You know?
That would
Yeah.
meet the technical.
So a
definition of
pistol's an assault rifle.
So 57, he misses. But since we're such a critical,
Yeah, sure, why
and I
not?
only need less than a 56, I missed it by 1%. 1%. I think, should I save this or spend it?
I don't know. You know me and money, man. I'd be spending it.
That's true.
But you don't have to if you don't want to.
No,
I still
I
got
want
9
to.
hit points.
I want to.
Give me
Spend
that
it.
gold doubloon.
Well, spend it. I'm going to say I hit it.
You don't get to say you hit it. You got to re-roll it.
Oh, I got to re-roll it? Oh, all right.
I thought it was an automatic hit.
Yeah.
If you miss it, it was like within a percentage, right?
It was 1% off. Is my firearm
Oh,
skills
what was it?
50?
Oh, it's worth 10%. Okay.
Yeah. If you have to re-roll it, don't, dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Give me your damage.
Give me
All
the damage.
right.
Give me your damage.
8 points.
8
right.
points.
A solid hit.
Nakamura.
Lock
From
and load,
way
Mock.
back at the gate.
Yeah.
Blasting away with friggin'
Lock and
submachine
Mock.
gun.
93.
Oh.
Blew it. Each.
All right.
You just take severe cutting trauma to your head.
Okay. No problem, you know?
Yeah.
No big deal.
No sweat.
It's 9 hit points. So now what I'm going to do, now that he's on me, we're going to be doing some unarmed combat.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing some...
I was hoping.
I'm going to... Yeah. So hopefully we'll do well. So, all right. Shake the blood out of my face and then go back with some... Is he in close with me?
He's right up on you, man. He's just like...
All right. We're gonna be doing some friggin' elbow strikes to throats and eye gouge and whatever
There we
works.
go.
And it is 67. I had 65.
Ooh.
Sorry.
It's all right.
He attempts to bite down on you. Actually, no, he attempts to claw you.
That sounds good too.
He misses.
Oh no! No, he didn't miss. He came in and I blocked him.
He uses his own gold.
Yeah.
Adesso.
I'm going to shoot him. 29.
All
That is a
right.
solid hit. For 9 points of damage.
X'd out.
So you smoked this dino right in the head.
Tell us how you
You
killed
see,
him.
tell me how you kill this Monolophosaurus.
Got it. So each gets close, right? It swings at him, and he does this awesome taekwondo or karate or
little
whatever,
both. Yeah.
little both. He does this awesome block, and in so doing, he's able to get clear. Paulie comes up on it and drills it in the head with 3 well-placed rounds.
Pow, pow, pow. You see this large reptile that nobody has ever seen this side of
I have.
500 million years just crumple right on top of the jagged rocks and just expire right there. Each blood still flowing from your cuts. Mac back there by the. What are you guys gonna do?
We'll check to make sure there's no more.
Yeah. And I will see whatever I can do to. I always seem to be.
The one getting hit.
Yeah. Well, it's even before they engage me in hand to hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what I can do to staunch any wounds or make sure that it's.
Yeah, part of our essential gear will have to be a first aid kit.
Okay. After a little while, your blood stopped flowing.
Is my shirt ripped?
Nakamura, no.
Oh, okay.
Nakamura has helped you staunch your stuff. What would you like to do?
Well,
Let's loot it up and get the gold pieces and electrum pieces it's carrying.
yeah.
Surprisingly, it's carrying it.
Did the little feathery frond things seem to have come from this thing?
It did.
Okay. Now we know.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle. And the other half is blue lasers and red lasers. All right, I think that we should now try to proceed through the portal. And I've already taken a hit, so I don't mind being the guinea pig by putting in the little cube into the little thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Which symbol are you going to put in there?
I'm not sure. Maybe the Sioux, which
Now,
means the
tell
first.
me which one is pointing outwards.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will go with when I put it in, the one facing outwards, let's try the Sioux symbol. It says, let me take a look real quick. That's the one I think I'm going to go for. Let me see. Because it says the first, the one, the east.
Maybe
But there's
she.
also one,
It says transition.
sec, which is up. Well, it's the top one.
Yeah.
It's the top one. It's the first one.
Right.
Which it could also be the above or the up one.
Unless they count from the bottom up.
No one counts from the bottom up, do they?
Well, it could be. I don't know.
These fucking dinosaurs don't count.
Do you
shit.
speak Akaloa? Yeah.
I will have it with the Sioux symbol facing out.
Which one is that one?
Right here, second.
Okay. You slide the cube in. And the room immediately begins to heat up at an amazing pace. Close to 140 degrees.
Whoa.
Everyone needs to make a con save.
Okay. Constitution.
Oh, Paulie makes it.
65. Come on, below 5. 67. Failed.
You failed?
Yeah.
You pass out.
I think it was just the blood loss.
That's what I think. Yes, that's exactly it. I help him out, put a little water on his head since there's water
get the
everywhere.
cube, man.
Well, are we taking it out or just waiting to see what happens next?
Mac helps grab you and take you out. What do you want to do?
What is the door?
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, you take these 6.
Both of us or all of us?
You do.
Okay.
5 points. Whoever failed takes 5 points.
Okay.
Okay. What's
4
the portal
hit
doing?
points left.
The portal appears to go dormant, and you can actually start to see the wall behind it.
Okay. And can I see the? Do I see the chem sticks?
No, you don't see anything.
Okay, I'll
But
shine
it's
my
starting to
light
get really hot in there.
Okay. Is the temperature still
It's
increasing?
still increasing.
Yeah, you want to remove that, dude.
Okay. I will pull the cube out.
Okay. You see that the cube is just fucking steaming hot.
Well, I used the glove.
Okay.
Well done.
Yeah. All right. So then I drop the. All right. So I'll take the cube out. The
So
cube
it's
is
not
steaming
Sue.
hot. Okay. All right. I'll wait for each to recover.
That might be a while.
All right. Let's.
Does Makamura pull me back farther to...
Yeah, he was taking you out.
Of the whole
completely.
thing?
Yeah, trying to get you out of the culvert because the whole room was heating up.
Oh, okay. The culvert, okay. I thought you meant like out from the tunnel all the way back to the...
all right. Let me
the open
try.
area. Oh, so the
Yeah,
whole thing?
That's where he was trying to drag you all the way back out to where the foliage
Dude, he
was.
just
That's-
booked, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he
3,000
didn't probably
feet.
get far. I mean,
Okay.
See, that's funny because you thought sash would have been warm. All right. So let's try transitional. I'll use the she one.
That's the last one?
Transitional is what I'm thinking, or the middle, because we tried the first.
Well, no,
Maybe
yeah.
it
which
is
was-
the last. Let's
first
try
was right here.
acid. Okay, we thought it was the first. Let's just think it's not, because if they,
Well,
if
it's
they
just
did-
you.
If they could
Well-
count from the bottom, it would be the last. Let's try
Real quick.
Asa. What?
Real quick, before you do anything, what happens if you get damage and pass out and all that?
Yeah.
Makamura already booked.
Yeah.
You may want to get him back. Leave me in the puddles or something, you
Yeah.
know?
Good point. You
The
know, wouldn't
water
back me
slowly
up.
pushing me out like a stale turd.
There you go. That's a mental image invocation.
so what are you doing?
Like I said, I want to. Well, let's back up and let's just see. I'll call the Nakamura and say, "Hey, wait, just hold on, revive him." You know, is the water still coming out?
No, the water stopped moving. It looks like the whole gate is just dead at this point.
Now that I take the cube out.
You have the cube out.
Yeah.
He said now that he has taken the cube out, it's dead.
Yeah, it's totally dead at this point. It went dormant.
Okay.
So you want to put it back in?
No, don't want to put it back
So
in.
I'm waiting to see what you want to do.
All right. Since it went on, what's on the other side of the gate?
The wall?
The wall.
It's just a gate in a wall.
Yeah, just an archway, and then the wall.
It's literally right there.
Literally
Okay.
the wall right there.
Okay. Okay. Well, can I remove any of the other 2 cubes?
No, because the rubble has wedged them in. And you can tell that it looks like somebody has tried to remove them, probably Potter, but has been unable to do so.
Got it. So he's only able to get one of these things out. And the water has stopped.
Yep.
Okay.
You no longer hear the clicking noise either.
So the radioactivity's gone, the thing's dormant, and we've got the cube. And so if I try it again and everybody's over there, things could go badly, or it could rejuvenate. We don't know. I found it odd that it was still on with the cube missing. Well, what should we do?
I'm unconscious. No,
Okay.
I would say that you and Makamura need to figure out a plan on that. The thing that I'm thinking of is this could still be the one if it was facing the right way. Maybe it wasn't facing the right way, facing out.
Maybe it should be facing in?
I don't know. But there's so many combinations of that there's no way to tell.
Right.
Maybe look in some of the books or something. Oh, look, he's giving us the book.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. All right, so we killed the dinosaur. We deactivated the portal. That cuts the mission as a success. So let's take the books and such back and then give him the cube, give Heisenberg the cube and say, it's a portal down there. I don't know what we would do. What would we even do?
Well, we haven't checked out. My guy's unconscious, but just talking.
The only thing we haven't checked out is the plant itself.
We haven't checked out the plant. There's the little circle thing that he had.
I have a feeling that's where it is. That the portal probably covers that location. And the plant explosion that caused it probably was caused by the portal.
Well, so this is the thing that probably ate the shit out of all these people, right?
Yeah.
So unless there's more of them, that part's taken care of. So we can always travel underneath here again with smarter people than us or after reading a book. But maybe we check out this and take a breather. It's now like 7 a.m. or something. So
let's take some pictures. We'll take some pictures with the phone of the cubes, the ones that are stuck in there in place. And
so are you guys
doing?
I don't know.
Out of the culvert now, or are you guys back still inside?
That's up to those guys.
Yep, I'll take some pictures with the phone and then get out of the culvert and make a phone call to Heisenberg.
We can always go back in there.
Yeah,
but we should probably, when I wake my ass up.
Yeah.
As you're making the call to Heisenberg, McNamara's.
McNamara?
Makamura. Makamura is on his phone and is talking to someone, trying to get the rest of the stuff handled as well.
Gotcha. I call Heisenberg and let him know what happened.
You and I are starting to get to know each other pretty well, Paulie.
Yep. It's been one of those days, and it ain't even 9 o'clock yet.
What can I do for you? Tell me you got some good news.
Well, I got some good news. I do. There was this giant dinosaur that was killing the people. I believe that it was responsible for killing all 3 of the victims, and we took it out. But there's more. There seems to be a gateway at the end of this culvert that ran directly underneath the old hunt plant. And there was these gold cubes that are embedded in the frame of the gateway that activated it. A bunch of runes on the face of the cubes. Put the runes in a certain path, or put the runes into the gate in a certain pattern, and something happens. We activated it a little bit by turning it on. We got roasted, and then we pulled the cube out. The gateway appears to be dead. There was also water flowing out of the gate when we walked into it. When we walked up to the gate, water was flowing out of it.
What did you see on the other side of the gate?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Couldn't even see through it. Yeah. And
we threw in the things, remember?
We threw in 2 chemical lights into the portal, and they never emerged, and nothing ever came out. When we tried fooling with the cubes in order to get the gate to either activate or deactivate, it activated. The room got very hot, caused us some damage. It got severely hot. We pulled the cube out, and now the gate's inactive. It's just a plain wall, and the water is stopped.
Well, I'm kind of concerned what you might have caused by putting the cube into the gate and then pulling it back out. Look, I'll be calling
Makamura.
I'll be calling
I'll be calling Mac.
I'll be calling Makamura in a few moments, and I'm going to have him secure the area and wait for the rest of his team to arrive. In the meantime, why don't you hand everything over to him and get your asses back to your families before it's too late. Good win, men.
Excellent. When each wakes up, I'll tell him what Heisenberg said. He said we did good, man.
After a few moments,
Daddy.
McNamara's phone goes off. He answers it. He's talking. Hangs up. Looks at the 2 of you and Sleeping Beauty here on the ground. Says, well, I'll be waiting here for the rest of my team. Go ahead and take the car and head back. And
it's our car.
Maybe we'll see you on the next adventure on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Outstanding.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Damn it, I hate when we can't finish this shit. Motherfucker.
But there are a few notes that are legible.
Is that from the root cellar?
Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You could also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s.